Total cost in this room was $9,300 for everything. Only thing I want to change, I want this sub moved to over here in this corner. Now, y'all know I hate when they paint with these covers on there, but that ain't gonna stop us. We're gonna throw this template up there, trace it, and then get it cut out. Next, we're gonna pry that junction box out that has the wire in there. And then when I put the speaker in the ceiling, there's 4 tabs. I'm gonna do 2 of them across from each other. That way it'll at least hold the speaker. We'll move our blanket over and then get started on it. Oh, damn, man, nobody saw that. This speaker is a KEF 8-inch CI 200ER. This has been my go-to speaker for the last like 4 years, and I love it because it has a big lip, so it hides those imperfections when they paint with the covers on there. This part of the ceiling was a little taller, so I should have got the ladder, but we gonna be all right. Then I'm gonna close that vent, that way the dust don't shoot everywhere. Can we talk about the hands? If I wasn't allergic to concussions, I'd probably be in the NFL right now. I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna try something new today, but it ain't work. Now look at this, it covered almost all of that imperfection because they painted with that cover on. See, I ain't painting shit, so that's why I like these speakers. Let me stop lying. If you got the paint, I don't mind touching that up. No R. Kelly. On this one, I was like, let me splice the wire first before I take the box out. I feel like it made me a little bit more efficient. Now, when your cut is perfect, it's gonna sit in there just like that without the screws, but we still gonna put the screws in there though. Started at 3:58, got done at 4:26. That means it took us 28 minutes to do all 4. Oh, wait, I ain't account for Central Time. Let me see. Anyway, this is what it looked like. Once we get this blanket situated, we can start on this front left speaker. Hey, look at the hands. I'm telling y'all, if it wasn't for the concussions, I'd be on the Eagles or something. See how that wire's coming out the top left? That typically means the studs on the left side. So I'm going to stick a flathead on this right side. You can see it's open, pause. And then on the left side, you can see where we ran into that stud. When I do end walls, I always cut a small test hole and send that fish tape down just to make sure there's nothing in the wall. Both of these front junction boxes are the same height, so I'm going to put a little line through. That way I can line it up with the other side. I like to make my cut just a little bigger than the template. That way when I put the speaker in there, I can level it out a little bit more easy. Junction box comes out. So it's pretty much the same process as the ones in the ceiling, just a little bit more precision as far as getting them all level. Splice the red and black. Then I'm gonna put the wire back in the wall, throw the speaker in there just to make sure it's level before I put the wires in there and it ain't level, then I gotta go back and redo it. These come with a nice spring little terminal, so we throw that in there, put the speaker back in the wall. Now when I'm drilling it in, I'm gonna do the left side first because it's against the stud, and then I'm gonna go back through and do the right side. Can y'all see why I hate when they paint with them covers on? Don't worry about that. That's just a little dust up there. Let's move over to this front right speaker. I forgot to tell y'all. So the speaker is the KEF QL 4100. It's yeah, let me read the manual. I'll be right back. I got the paper with me. It's THX certified. And when I say this is my favorite in-wall speaker, I know they're a little high, $600 each, but you get what you pay for. The junction box has nails at the top and the bottom of the box, so you want to pry from the bottom of the box and then the top of the box. Don't do the middle because it's going to break and it's going to be shit everywhere. Got the wire spliced. Now we'll do a test fit real quick. All right, we good to go. And then we'll add the wire to the terminal, put that back in. Again, we're going to do the right side first since the stud's on the right side, then the left side, and then now we good to go. This is what we got. We got the left one done. We got the right one done. The 2 top speakers and then our 2 surrounds are in. So now we just got to worry about the center channel. So before I do that, I'm going to get a height for the TV and then put some tape on the wall exactly where this TV is going to end up. All right, let's see. Yep, I think that's going to work. Hey, this is how I felt when I was checking the height. We got a stud right here and we got one right here. Now, most stud bays are 16 inches apart. Not this one. Behind that plate right there is the center channel wire, but it looked like somebody had been chewing on that motherfucker. This is that coax wire that's ran to the left side of the room. We ain't gonna use that. And then this is where all the wires for the system are located at. So I'm gonna send the fish tape up, just make sure there's no obstructions in the wall. Then I'm gonna send that fish tape all the way to the right, compared to the center channel. And yeah, I think we got a problem here, boss. But we'll worry about that later. For now, we just gonna get to cutting. Just giving y'all a look at the speaker, the Proficient IW630. So then I'm going to measure the opening for the wall versus the actual speaker. And yeah, we got a problem. Let's get that tube out the way. We don't need that. And then after a little finessification, I think this speaker going to fit just fine. Hey, what I say? I told you. And it's level. All right, now we need an HDMI ram from the TV to the receiver. So I'm going to do it on this left side. That way I can have all the wires come out at the same spot. These are speaker snaps right here. Y'all done seen us use those like a million times. So then we're going to tape the HDMI to that fish tape, bring it through, and then send it down to that bottom hole. I'm going to get the smallest paddle bit that we have since I already notched that stud a little bit, send that through. That way we can get our wire to that center channel. Then we could throw plates on everything. And our last thing on this side is we need that sub wire. And again, we're going to move that from here all the way to the corner. I'm going to send that through the back. And then we got over here in the corner where we're going to put our outlet and then the other end of the wire. Papa Smurf is going to open up the outlet and then he going to send the Romex through. I'm in the attic and then I'm going to send that other end through and then, yeah, on both sides. Now we just got one plate and then on this other side, we'll finish up the outlet and then put a plate where that coax wire is coming through. At this point, Brother Derek was putting the mount on the wall, but the phone died, so y'all don't see any of that. And I got a little upset. I ain't gonna lie. I broke the phone because I'm very perfectionist when it comes to this, so I do apologize for the way I acted yesterday, y'all. I appreciate y'all for doing what y'all do, maintaining professionalism. So that's why they took the TV off the wall and then put it back on the wall. That's the sub right there, the Polk Audio ES12. And then you see Brother Derek putting all the speaker snaps in there. That's why we use them speaker snaps. It just makes everything easier. They are putting a TV stand down there. They were just waiting for us to do what we do. So all them wires are going to be hitting. I know you're going to be like, oh, why did you conceal those wires? After I go through all these settings, that's it. Y'all check it out. Real quick, y'all sleeping on these TCLs, man. And don't give me that, oh, I need the quad. No, listen, this is the mini LED right here. I promise you, compare it to what you was thinking about buying, you might be surprised. All right, here go the bloopers.
I came up here. He's gonna get blown away.
Your head's not in the camera? There you go. I was about to say something way worse, but I'm glad I stopped.
All I can see is your head. That's what you about to say, huh?
Yeah.
I knew it, bro. I knew it.
Nice and tight. Talking about the screws over here. Alright, this should be enough. Is it all open? The wall. I had the triple meat for the
Dog, there's no way.
for the brisket. I couldn't even finish my statement, man. Come on.
Bro, but you can't say triple meat and expect nobody to just, you know what I'm saying?
No.
A little bit more. Yeah, that's it. I'm talking about for the...
Anita? Hey, yo, that was kind of...
What'd you say?
Said for my meetup. That's what we gotta call it now. It's the days, the meetups. I feel like it's good. I feel like it's good.
You feel like the meetup is good. You got heavy bands. Bro, let me tell people how much money I got. Damn it, I was trying to throw. Oh, you talking about? Oh, okay, never mind. Bro.
I'm sorry, I'll take a moment off. I can do both.
You get AIDS. Damn!
That was off the wall.
This the whole thing?
Yes.
He said yes. You gonna be honest with this one? Because I know it bends like a little bit. Yo, that's...
I did not like anything he just said this morning.